Hello, you're watching VNA News and now headlines.
Greeting card program helps poor households in border localities. Regional countries enhance development triangle area cooperation. National Stamp exhibition is underway in Hanoi.
As many as 24,000 breeding cows were presented to poor households nationwide under a program initiated in June 2014. The statistics were released at the conference to review the program in the northern mountainous province of Hà Giang on December 11th. President Trương Tấn Sang attended the event.
President Sang urged ministries, sectors and localities to continue supporting the needy in border areas, contributing to narrowing the development gap among localities and improving living conditions for people. The program, Breeding Cows Help the Poor in Border Areas, initiated by the military-run telecom group Viettel, is to help with poverty reduction in border provinces across the country. As part of the program's activities, Viettel offered 22,000 mobile phones with prepaid cards to beneficiaries and 15,000 tons of cement to poor families in border areas to help them upgrade their houses and breeding facilities. On the occasion, the program's steering committee presented certificates of merit for 14 units and 15 individuals in recognition of their contribution to the program.
A seminar took place in Hanoi on December 11, where participants focused their discussions on Vietnam's plan of actions to make full use of opportunities and overcome challenges when the ASEAN community takes shape later this year.
The event, hosted by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, drew the participation of representatives from ministries and relevant agencies, as well as ASEAN experts and scholars. In his opening remark, Foreign Minister Phạm Bình Minh affirmed the establishment of the ASEAN community is an important milestone of the grouping. It showed ASEAN member states' common perception of the necessity to increase their connectivity, to take advantage of opportunities, and cope with challenges. Participants discussed plans and projects that should be implemented in the future to help Vietnam achieve the above-mentioned target.
The Joint Coordination Committee on Cambodia-Laos-Vietnam Development Triangle Area held its 10th meeting in the Lao province of Champasak on December 11th.
The ministers adopted recommendations of the senior officials meeting held a day earlier and showed their delight with the implementation progress of a blueprint of the respective countries. They reviewed the implementation of a joint statement of the 8th Cambodia-Laos-Vietnam Summit held in November 2014 in Vientiane, especially the execution of the Socio-Economic Development Plan for the Triangle area from 2010 to 2020. They also examined the implementation of the Memorandum of Understanding on policies to draw investment to the area and debated orientations for cooperation in the near future, with a view of developing the triangle into an investment and tourism hub. Discussions also touch upon how to mobilize capital from development partners, financial institutions, and the private sector for projects and programs within the region's cooperation framework. The Development Triangle area covers 4 Cambodian provinces, 4 Lao provinces, and 5 Vietnamese provinces.
Deputy Prime Minister Vũ Văn Ninh asked the southwestern region to accelerate agricultural restructuring while chairing a meeting of the steering committee for the southwestern region in Cần Thơ City on December 11th.
Deputy Prime Minister Ninh said regional authorities should adjust production plans on the basis of market demand and increase connectivity among localities in the region and beyond. He added that ministries and agencies should provide the latest market information to local businesses, helping them expand market and develop farm-produced trademarks. He urged localities to promote the application of scientific and technological advances, build a new cooperative model connecting businesses and farmers, and ramp up transport and economic infrastructure in support of agriculture. According to the steering committee, the regional economy will grow by an estimated 7.8% this year. The rice output will be 25.7 million tons, up 430,000 tons from 2014. The total seafood production reached 3.8 million tons, a 6.5% increase annually. Next year, the region strives to increase its gross domestic product by 7.8%.
Phú Thọ Province hosted a conference on December 10th and 11th to call for more investments into the locality. Let's find out more.
Located in the northern Midland region, Phú Thọ Province acts as a gateway of Hanoi capital city, connecting northwestern provinces with the Red River Delta, while lying on the Haiphong-Hanoi-Kunming economic corridor. The geographical conditions create favorable conditions for the province to develop economic and trade ties with regions across the country, as well as other nations. However, the locality's development has failed to meet its expectations and potentials. The two-day event was aimed at introducing potential investment incentives, as well as key projects calling for investment capital in Phú Thọ Province. It also offered a chance for the local authorities to acquire recommendations from investors and organizations, while creating a forum for investors and businesses both inside and outside the country to exchange experience and seek partnership.
Strengthening the active participation of business women in regional integration has been discussed at the conference held in Hanoi. More in the following report.
The event was co-organized by the Vietnam Women Entrepreneurs Council under the Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Department of Enterprises Development under the Ministry of Planning and Investment. It saw the attendance of female entrepreneurs from 10 ASEAN member nations and representatives from ministries and sectors.
Joining ASEAN and other free trade agreements in the world brings us various opportunities by expanding markets, attracting more investment, and getting better access to high-quality human resources and advanced technology. However, there are also challenges apart from these opportunities.
Many female participants shared the view that a wide range of activities have been conducted to support the entrepreneurs community, including communication, training, and financial, technical, and technological assistance.
If we want to win on our home playground, our products must be competitive with those of other regional countries. This is a chance for us to export our products, but also a challenge. We can foresee a lot of hidden challenges ahead against enterprises in general and female business people in particular. They include barriers in foreign languages, technology, goods quality, food hygiene, and labor productivity.
Business women from all 10 ASEAN countries showed their determination and readiness to strengthen connectivity for cooperation and development amidst regional and global integration.
Japanese enterprises have pledged to support their partners in the Mekong Delta in applying high technology in agricultural production while helping regional provinces to renovate agricultural system in line with each locality's conditions.
The commitments were made after a meeting between 50 regional businesses and 31 Japanese enterprises operating in high-tech agriculture in the Mekong Delta city of Cần Thơ on December 11th. Chief of the Japan External Trade Organization office in Ho Chi Minh City, Yasuzumi Hirotaka, highlighted the strength in agricultural development of Vietnam, especially the Mekong Delta, and the country's precise policies on agricultural development, such as the improvement of productivity to create added values to save farm produce. Representatives from the Southwest Steering Committee committed to creating favorable conditions for Japanese firms to foster cooperation and investment, contributing to the regional socio-economic development. The Mekong Delta region has attracted 138 foreign projects worth $20.2 billion so far this year, accounting for 7.4% of the country's total projects and 16.8% of the capital. projects in agriculture are still limited. The Mekong Delta contributes 20% of Vietnam's GDP and is the country's largest area for production of agriculture, aquatic products, and commodity. Aquaculture accounts for 52% of output and 60% of export. With a total farming land of over 3.8 million hectares, the region contributes roughly 50% of the country's total rice output and over 90% of rice exports every year, while providing 70% of fruits.
The National Stamp Exhibition VStampEx 2015 is underway in Hanoi as part of activities to create the establishment of the ASEAN community and the country's important events.
VStampEx 2015, the fifth of its kind, gathered collections from 19 stamps associations in cities and provinces across the country, with 512 films and 139 authors of all ages. Among them are previous winners at a number of big international and national stamp exhibitions.
The event, held every 5 years, gathers all the precious stamp collections of the country. With 512 frames, this is the largest event so far.
The exhibition, which will run until December 13, creates a chance for visitors to contemplate hundreds of stamps on the traditional and unique cultural values of the country, such as the historical process of the Vietnam Revolution, President Ho Chi Minh's portrait, Vietnam with ASEAN, and the 70th traditional day of Vietnam Post.
Stamps are an invaluable asset. Together with other means of communication, they contribute to raising younger generations' awareness of the country's tradition. They also help promote Vietnam's image to international friends.
The exhibition is an opportunity for the philatelists or stamp collectors to improve their professional skills and promote stamp collection movement in the country.
New York-based Business Insider has announced that there was top 22 best small towns to visit in one's lifetime, including Hoi An and Shan Tao, which has a population of roughly 60,000 or fewer.
The Hoi An and Shan Tao is located in the central province of Quảng Nam, near the mouth of the Thu Bồn River. Its exceptionally preserved Japanese merchant houses, Chinese temples, and ancient tea warehouse have contributed to its status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Covering 60 square kilometers, Hoi An has 22.5 square kilometers of agriculture and forest land, and 11 square kilometers of lakes and channels. The city's ancient town was the renowned international trading port in the 17th century, where ships from Japan, China, and European countries docked to exchange wares. Cultural exchange also took place in the port, influencing the town in ways that remain visible today. According to the latest report, Hoi An hosted more than 1.7 million tourists, of which 740,000 were foreigners over the past 9 months. The report also found that 439,000 tourists stayed in the town, and 167,000 tourists visited Cham Island. In 2014, a survey showed that 11.2% of total international tourists returned to the city on the second visit.
And that has wrapped up our news bulletin. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye for now.